let's go ahead and get started. Find your chair. It doesn't matter what type of chair you have. I had a folding chair in my basement, so I grabbed that. Chair yoga is a type of yoga that's a little more gentle. It's a little more accessible to all types of people who move their body. So I figured it'd be a really cool opportunity for us to explore a different type of yoga today. So we'll get started sitting like this. We'll do lots of different movement, and lots of it will be optional. So know that if you're sitting in a chair like this, there are so many options for you to participate in movement today. So right now, scoot your back all the way up against your chair. If your feet can touch the floor, allow that to happen. If they're just hanging, that's okay too. Some of us have smaller legs than others. But while you're sitting in your chair, just start to breathe. Maybe your eyes are closed, maybe they're open. Not thinking about anything else, just sitting in your chair, just breathing. And this might seem a little weird at first because we might have some wiggles and some things that we want to get out, but let's focus on setting a really, really strong intention right now. So take an inhale, bring air in through your nose. Let the air out of your mouth. And continue breathing like that. As you inhale, really allow your lungs to fill up so much that maybe your chest even starts to press out. And then maybe when you exhale, you notice your shoulders starting to become heavier. Start to think about these movements in your body. So inhale, allow your ribs to expand, your chest to puff out. And then your exhale, really pull your shoulders down your back. Take 5 more breaths here as you bring the intention of faith into your practice. Inhale, the idea of having faith and being strong. Exhale, worry and doubt. Take 3 more breaths right here. Big inhales through the nose. Allow that air to come into the body. Let it go from your mouth. All right. See if you start to slouch in your chair a little bit just when you started breathing. And if you did, really push your back up against your chair. And now start to hug your belly in towards your spine. Your spine is that long row of bones in your back, your vertebrae. And see if you can sit up any taller. Could you grow any taller where you are right now? Today's practice will start from the head and work our way all the way down to our feet, exploring lots of different movements. So starting with our head, can you gently drop your chin to your chest while you're actively staying really strong through your belly? And if your feet are touching the ground, could you use that as another point of contact with the earth to grow a little taller and a little stronger? Keep tucking your chin to your chest and then just start to rock your head side to side here. Go ahead and stop when your right ear is at your right shoulder and stay right here to get this nice left side stretch. There's a lot of options here. You can just have your right ear towards your right shoulder. Maybe you bring the left arm out. Maybe you take your right hand to your left temple, this area on the side of your head, and give yourself a little assist to get a deeper stretch. And while you stay here, continue to stay tall, hugging the belly in towards the spine, pressing down through the bottoms of your feet, and really continuing to focus on getting this left side stretch. You might need to make some small movements with your head while this happens. 3 more breaths here. After your 3rd exhale, you can release anything that you did, tucking the chin back into the chest, and just start rocking it side to side once again before we bring the ear over to the left. When you're ready, let that left ear fall to the left shoulder, just as we did on the right side, and then let the head become heavy. Notice the stretch in the neck and the shoulder happening here, and then add on any of those things that I mentioned for the right side, whether it's extending the arm out, bringing the hand over to the side of the head. Make sure whatever's happening feels really good in your neck, in your shoulders, and then you just breathe and hang in the stillness. 3 more breaths. The inhales in through the nose, the exhales out from the mouth. After your final exhale, release everything. Bring that chin back to your chest, and then go ahead and bring your gaze where you're looking all the way up towards your ceiling. While you're looking up towards the ceiling, start to notice the stretch in your neck, in the front of your neck, and then go ahead and turn your chin to the right. Stay there for a moment, and then to the left. You can keep your chin tucked while you're doing this if that feels better, just taking these small neck movements side to side. Or if you'd like to continue keeping the head thrown back and the chin up, go ahead and do so. We'll remain here for 5 breaths and know that you can stay and breathe and then switch sides. Or you can find a nice rhythm while you rock your head side to side. Continue searching for that stretch in the front of your neck, maybe even pause in the center. Check in again to see if you're sitting up nice and tall, if you're pressing down with the bottoms of your feet. And then go ahead and just start to make a nice big circle with your head. Take this slow. Really get into each section of your neck here, the shoulders, the traps, the front of the neck, the back of the neck, each side. Just letting this be really gentle and nourishing. Continue to breathe. Go ahead and switch directions that you're moving your head in. Beautiful. Go ahead and bring your gaze forward again. And with your inhale, sweep your arms up nice and high. Let them reach overhead. Really pull your shoulders up as high as you can. Let those hands grow taller. And now, can you continue to keep these hands, your fingers, I'm gonna move my chair back so you can really see everything. Can you keep reaching up through the hands while you pull your shoulders down? So take a peek at what I just did. Right now I'm reaching up. My shoulders are all the way up towards my ears, but I'm continuing to keep my arms active, but pulling the shoulders down. See how that feels. Try it again. Reach all the way up through the shoulders. Pull the shoulders down, stay active. Beautiful. Inhale, see if you can grow any taller. Exhale, take a small twist to the right. Take your left hand and reach across your body. Maybe you're reaching for the inside of the left thigh or the outside of the right thigh. While you're twisting, take this as deep as feels good. If you've got a lot of space, it might feel nice to take your right hand to your chair and really come deep into your twist as you look over your right shoulder. Or if you'd like something a little gentler, just let it be really natural. Grow a little taller while you're twisting. Inhale. Exhale, see if you can dive a little deeper into your twist. Stay for 1 more breath. Inhale, sweep up nice and tall. Let those shoulders come all the way up through the ears. And then pull them back down. Inhale, find length through your whole body. Exhale, take that twist to the left this time. Take your right hand across your body. Maybe it comes to the inner right thigh, or maybe it reaches all the way across to the outside of the left. Same options here. Every inhale, you grow a little taller, and each exhale, you twist a little deeper. Let this feel really good. Find a spot to rest for a breath. Use your next inhale to sweep it on up and out. And then exhale, bring your hands together through heart center. Stay here and breathe. Keep your hands tucked at heart center. Pull your shoulders back, let your chest be proud. Breathe back into your intention of faith. Inhale the idea of faith and strength. Exhale whatever isn't working for you and serving you right now. Go ahead and place your hands back down on your lap, and we're going to take some seated cats and cows. So if you've practiced yoga before, you know the shapes of cat and cow. The cat is going to round its spine just like a cat would when it's stretching or when it's scared. And the cow is going to have a big dip in its back and let its belly become really heavy. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see my movements, but stay exactly where you are in your chair. So on your inhale, pull your heart forward as you press down onto your thighs and really start to arch your back. It might even be nice for you to bring your face up towards the ceiling here. And then your exhale, press down onto your thighs, tuck your chin into your chest, and create a rounding. It might feel nice to hold on to the knees as you do this. Inhale, pull that heart space forward, get that big stretch through the back. Exhale, pull the spine away, tuck the chin to the chest. Find your rhythm and just breathe and move here. 5 more rounds. Last 2 or 3 here. And then once you're all set, come back to that neutral spine, just sitting up nice and tall in your chair. Once you're done with your cats and your cows, go ahead and interlace your hands and just start to roll your wrists out. Maybe you can make some funky shapes, but you might hear some creaks and cracks and pops through the fingers or the wrist, and that's all natural and gentle. Just let it take place. If you've been typing on a computer a lot, this might feel really, really nice as a relief. Beautiful. Now go ahead and give them a little shimmy shake side to side. Make it really fast. And then let your hands shake up and down. Really, really fast. Get a nice release. You might hear a little flapping sound through your hands. Beautiful. All right, go ahead and reach your right arm out in front of you. And then turn your hand up as if you were holding something on it. So your palm is facing up towards the ceiling. Start to press your fingers towards your screen, almost like your Iron Man. And then take your left hand to your right fingers and pull those right fingers towards the body. This is going to create a tremendous stretch in your forearm, the space between your wrist and your elbow. Stay right there. You might add a little bend to your right elbow, but just continue to pull those fingers back towards the body to get that nice stretch. And breathe there. All right, we're going to take the opposite stretch next. So this time, instead of having your palm facing your ceiling, let the top of your hand face the ceiling. Go ahead and start to pull the fingers back towards the body. Take your left hand to the top of your hand and press the hand back towards the body. Stay here for 2 breaths. And now go ahead and interlace those hands again. Maybe you take the opposite type of interlace. What happens when we interlace our hands is we always have our dominant hand in a certain position. So maybe you switch it up and then take that little roll once again. Roll those wrists out. Maybe you make some fun shapes. And then take that little wiggle side to side. Nice and slow. And then really, really fast. And then let the hands move up and down. Nice and slow. And then really, really, really fast. Beautiful. All right, let's get into our left hand now. So go ahead and reach that left hand out in front of you. Let your palm, the top of your hand, the bottom of your hand, face up towards the ceiling. Start to push towards your screen like your Iron Man, and then take your right hand towards your left fingers, maybe the left elbow bends, and start to pull those fingers back towards the body. Again, this is a really good one for those of us who've been sitting behind computers and typing a lot, really scrunching up through our fingers. So breathe here, find a nice opening through the forearms. Stay for another breath. And then switch directions. So go ahead and extend the arm out in front of you. Let the top of the hand face the ceiling this time. Pull the fingers back towards the face. And then give a gentle press there. You'll feel more of a stretch through the top of your hand and wrist on this side. And just let it happen. Go ahead and release. Interlace those hands one final time. Just let this be a nice, smooth, loose, and gentle roll happening here. Amazing. Inhale, open up your arms so wide. See how far you can stretch. Inhale, grow taller. Exhale, give yourself a big hug. Start to crawl your fingers as far as you can back. Maybe they touch your shoulder blades. Maybe they don't. As you hug the shoulders, as you hug your arms around your body, close your eyes and tell yourself something that you love about yourself. Maybe it's how your hair looks. Maybe it's how hard you've been working lately. Maybe it's the fact that you're just a really kind person. Breathe into that thought and feel really good about it. Once you exhale, see if you can pull your elbows a little bit away from your body. And if you can't, that's a-okay. You're still getting this beautiful stretch through your shoulders here. But it might feel nice to pull the elbows up towards the face. Sorry about that. So start to pull those elbows up towards the face. Breathe there. And then as you release, go ahead and open up nice and wide again. Inhale, take up lots of space. As you're inhaling, taking up lots of space, start to rock side to side if that feels good. Your goal here is to keep your feet and your hips still. So everything from under here should be rock solid, and then you should be working from your ribs and side body here. So as you breathe, start to reach side to side. Get some nice, beautiful movement through your side body. Your muscles on the sides of your body are called your obliques. This is working your hips. Maybe you take the stretch really far, but continue to really press down through the bottoms of the feet. Yeah, nice. Inhale, grow taller. Exhale, we're going to give ourselves that big hug again, but this time you want the opposite arm on top. So if you're right hand dominant, you probably put that right hand on top to begin with. So this time, go ahead and give yourself a hug with your left hand on top. Maybe you crawl those fingers all the way back to grab your shoulder blades, or just keep hugging yourself wherever you are, where it's comfortable. Go ahead and repeat that same loving affirmation you said to yourself. Tell yourself something that you love about yourself. Inhale. Exhale, breathe into that. Feel really good about it. And then see if you can start to pull the elbows away from the body. Getting a little deeper into that shoulder stretch. Stay strong through your core, all the muscles in your belly. Continue to press down through those feet. Inhale. Exhale, reach on out one more time, and then take that same rock side to side. Just that nice little gentle fun release. Great. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, bring the hands through heart center. And we're going to take a seated fold here. So bring your hands to your lap and start to crawl the hands towards the knees. As the hands move away from the body, move your heart in the same direction. So start to fold forward over your legs. Your belly will find your thighs. And once they do, tuck your chin into your chest and become really heavy here. In your fold, in your seated fold, shake your head yes. Shake your head no. Take 5 more really deep breaths here. Two more breaths in your fold. Slowly start to walk your hands back up your shins to your knees to take you all the way back up to seated nice and gently. Breathe there. Beautiful. Take a breath, reset. Being in a fold can be a lot. It might have taking a little breath out of you, that's okay. All right, so as you get seated again, press down through the bottoms of your feet, grow a little taller. And now we're gonna work our legs a little bit. So see if you can start to hug your right knee into your chest. Take both hands around your right knee and start to make some ankle circles. You're finding a little space in your hip here as well as waking up your foot and your ankle. Take 5 circles in one direction. Take 5 circles in the next direction. Go ahead and point your toes towards the floor. Hold that for 2 breaths. Beautiful. And then start to flex all your toes towards your face as if you were going to stomp on something really hard. Stay there for 2 breaths. Beautiful. Let your right foot find the earth again. Take both hands to your left knee. Press down through the bottom of your right foot as you hug that left knee in towards the chest. Once you get there, start to take some nice ankle circles. 5 in each direction. Switch whenever you're ready. And then after 5 on each side, go ahead and point all 5 toes down towards the ground. Continue hugging that knee actively into your chest. Continue pressing down through the bottom of your right foot. Now flex all 5 toes up towards your face. Beautiful, stay right there. Then go ahead and let that foot find the earth again. Go ahead and grab onto your right knee once again and guide your right ankle over your left knee, coming into a seated figure 4. So right now, this might be perfect. You might feel a lot going on in your right hip, and that's beautiful. That's exactly where I want you to be. If you're looking to create a little more sensation here, if you want to get a deeper stretch in your outer hip, start to come back into that forward fold shape. So dropping your heart closer to your foot until you find that perfect place to stop, where you feel a lot of sensation in the hip. Breathe 3 rounds of breath wherever you are in your seated figure 4. After that 3rd exhale, bring your heart away from your leg, and this is my favorite part. Give yourself a little foot massage while it's up here. So go ahead and just take your hands to your feet and just start to press around. Press around into the arch of your foot, the ball of your foot, your heel, and just give yourself a little hands-on love here. Take your foot into your right hand and come on into a half happy baby. If this is not accessible for you or doesn't work for you, stay in your seated figure 4. Or maybe you come into your seated happy baby. I'm going to show you sideways what my leg looks like here. So I have this big bend to my right knee, pulling my foot back towards my body. Continue to stay strong through your core. Press your right foot actively into your hand. Stay in your figure 4, your happy baby. Or maybe you start to play with the idea of extending that right leg to get a nice big hamstring stretch. Stay for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, 1. Slowly start to bend back into that knee. Go ahead and bring it back down to the earth, and then guide your left ankle over to your right knee. Come into this seated figure 4. Grow a little taller. And then stay as you are if you've already got a lot of that sensation in the left side, or start to drop the heart closer to the leg. Find your perfect figure 4 shape. Let there be lots of sensation in the outer left hip. And breathe. 3 more breaths. Slowly start to come out of your fold, slowly but surely. And that favorite part, just take a few moments to give yourself that foot massage. Press around into the arch of your foot, the ball of your foot, the heel of your foot. Nice to give yourself a little hands-on love. Once you've had enough of your little foot massage action, go ahead and grab onto your foot with your left hand and start to come into that half happy baby shape. Again, if this doesn't feel good, if you'd rather not be here, stay where you are in your seated figure four. And I'll turn sideways again to show you what that half happy baby looks like. So right here, keeping your spine nice and tall as you pull that knee back. Breathe into that opening that you're creating in your hip. For 3, for 2, and 1. And you have the option to add on here by pressing your foot into your hand and extending it out in front of you to get deeper into that hamstring. Same deal here for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. When you're ready to release, bend that knee. Go ahead and bring it back down to the earth. Inhale, nice and big, in through your nose. Out from your mouth. Inhale, sweep your arms up really high. Allow your fingertips to touch at the top. Take your hands and interlace them. Allow your index finger to point. Inhale, grow tall through your entire body. Exhale, take a tip to the right. Continue to keep the bottom of your body really strong and active. Maybe you drop your right hand to get a little deeper into your stretch. 2 more breaths here. Inhale, come on up through center, nice and tall. Stay for your exhale. Give your moment to reset. Go ahead and interlace the hands again. Index finger points. Press down through those feet. Grow stronger and taller through your core. Take that tip to the left. Turn your gaze in and up. As you find space, maybe you drop that left hand to really reach up and over on the right side. Inhale, make your way back up through center. Exhale, take a tip to the right. This time you might have a lot more space and length to move, so maybe the left hand reaches all the way across the body to the outer right hip. Maybe your right hand grabs onto the back of your chair, and you inhale as you grow tall. Exhale, bigger twist. Inhale all the way back up through center. Stay for your exhale. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, tip to the left. 4 breaths here. Each inhale allows the spine to grow a little taller, a little longer. Each exhale twists you a smidge deeper. All right, inhale, come on and sweep all the way up. Let your hands touch. Exhale through heart center. Close your eyes. I invite you to bring your thumb knuckles all the way up to the space in between your brows, where we'll take a round of breath all together. Inhale. Sigh it out nice and audibly. Exhale to let it go. May you always have faith in yourself. May you always have faith in the people around you. May you always have faith in our world. Thank you guys for practicing some chair yoga with me today. Namaste.